When you're in your frame, you're so attractive because you know why? You don't give a damn or a cahoot about what other people think. You will be loving, authentic, funny, original. You will be just original. You're just you. And you let your light shine through, not because you seek something from others, not because you want something from others, because you're there to give. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Shri's Inner Circle. It really brings me a lot of joy um, to know that my insights and my message and my sincere intentions to support and help others are received. So thank you so much for supporting this channel and for subscribing. I feel so much better since I took a break for 2 weeks to go for a vacation, especially being in the ocean and having met the water. It has been so healing for me, especially to be connected back to the senses, back to Mother Earth, back to water. And so this recording, this video is going to be all about healing. It's about healing the physical body and some insights that I wish to share with my fellow friends along this journey. What I have realized are that in our day-to-day life, we are very much a logical driven in the human brain. We spend a lot of time at work. We spend a lot of time here at work, busy, but really we're not truly understanding how the mind works. We're very driven by impulse. We're very much taken away by our thoughts, but we don't truly understand our mental faculties. And what happens a lot in life is that things happen really fast. Conversations happen really fast, and we do stuff really fast. We're very much habit-driven creatures. And what I realized during my vacation was there's a lot of human conversations that's taken place, but the human emotion and the human heart has been neglected. It's been neglected. We kind of spill out everything that's in our mind with no filters most of the time, and not knowing how to react to another person's reaction. You can see that in many times there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of unspoken big elephants in the room that's not been addressed. And there's a lot of unprocessed emotions that is lingering like weights pulling people down. And instead of recognizing the human suffering, the human heart, we are, what I see, and I use we as, just a general tendency, not saying that, you might be completely different, is that we just we're hurt, right? And then instead of addressing our hurt and addressing the lack of love and coming home to ourselves, we're using our ego as a defense mechanism that comes up so that we're not being hurt anymore. And the ego is very much a byproduct of the logical mind. And anger is its shield. Anger is the armor, right? So when you're feeling hurt and things are not going your way and someone strikes at you, instead of taking the time to process it and to let it go or not react, is that we we put up our force field, which is based out of ignorance, um, and ego and anger, and lash it out. So there's a lot of action reaction, and a lot of triggers, and it builds up like layers and layers and layers and layers of more and more hurt. My gosh, it's so what I'm trying to get at is it's very important to take the time every day. It's like imagine yourself going out in the ocean and just breathing in that ocean air, just breathing in air, oxygen. That's breathing meditation. And just breathing in joy, light, love, and breathing out all the trash. Just breathing out all the triggers and breathing out all the frustrations. It's so important to cleanse and release blocked emotions. It's so important. Why? Because if we don't process these blocked and stuffed emotions, the law of universe kicks in that if you feel hurt, if you have feel betrayed, if you felt bullied, then and you don't process that emotion, you don't process that feeling. It's like, have you watched Stranger Things, the last episode? Well, a little bit of a diversion here. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. And you know where Vecna, like he kills a victim and it leaves a portal for more bad stuff to come in. So it's just that. Okay, so there's a lot of parallels that I see between spirituality and that awesome, um, what the Duffer Brothers produced with Stranger Things. The similarities are just uncanny. If you don't process these hurt, these guilt, this bullying, being victimized or being aggressed, then it's like as if Vecna, this dark villainy reptilian force, is able to create another rip scar tissue that's not healed and allows more of the bad energies to seep through. So the question that's very important that you got to ask yourself is, it is now time to seal up those portals. Okay. And to seal up the portals, first we got to be very aware and conscious when the scar is starting to happen, when Vecna is starting to creep in. And this is the way the reptilian energy is working, which I believe that there are dark energies in this world and they're slithering around. And how they work is that they play with your mind. Right? They are exactly like Vecna. They understand your psychology. They understand your weakest point, your Achilles heel. They know that. And they strike hard when you are the most vulnerable. Basically, your triggers. Okay? So, exactly like in Stranger Things, right? When there is a strike by Vecna playing at you in your deepest psychological vulnerabilities, is you have to play the song of love. And like Max does, you have to strongly visualize your happy, beautiful moments and anchor it in. And it's all happening at a very subliminal, energetic level. Okay. But taking the time every day to meditate and cleansing your aura is a complete, ultra, ultimate must. And how to do that is you can work with your crystals. Some of you have been connecting to your crystals, with the meditation that, I did on really crystals help you to anchor in your crystalline essence and just feeling the field of Mother Earth, her quintessence essence of Mother Earth. So holding a crystal, breathing, just filling in your whole being with joy, light, and love. Super important. The other thing that you can do, the other very important aspect is that your body, our bodies and our minds are interlinked, psychosomatic. Whatever happens in the mind that's not processed, the body is a cellular memory that will then hold the scar, right? So I came back from France with all the drama of the family, and there's always drama when there's family. I came back with horrible backache, bad backache. Okay, the camping was also partly to do with it because the bed was not very nice, but I truly believe that a lot of it has to do with a lot of this stuffed up emotions, a lot of the drama and me being very empathic and just absorbing a lot of that energy, and it has manifested itself through the backache. So I also felt that my tummy, my upper, top of my tummy is really hard and bloated, right? Yes, there's a lot of eating. Yes, but then you have to ask yourself, why are we overeating? Because we're stuffing our emotions through food. Because there's unprocessed emotions, and the food becomes this temporary um, pleasure to just numb the pain. But then we don't want to go on like that, because then we'll become bloated and we'll become very, very numb. And I realized that I felt my belly, and I felt really hard, and my backache was really bad. So here's what I did. Because I have done Goenka's method for Vipassana meditation self-awareness, that basically it's all about, rather than meditating and observing what's happening in the emotional body or the mental body, you're only focusing on the physical body. So what I did was I took a brush, right? And at night I brushed my skin. I brushed. I brushed my face. I brushed my neck. I brushed the back of my neck. It feels really good. So I think that there's tension there. Just use your intuition, okay? And brush. Now the skin is an organ, and it is the biggest organ in your body. How much time do we take to touch our skin? Not much, but we crave the touch from other people, don't we? We crave the touch from people we love. So therefore, if you think about it, the person who loves you craves your touch. You crave their touch. So then why don't we skip a step and just touch ourselves with the love that we can give ourselves? So using a brush as well, it just brushes away and literally visualize, sense all the negative energies, everything that's accumulated, and just say, I release, and I let go. You can do this before you bathe, because you will be naked before you bathe. You'll look at yourself in the mirror, or if you're very conscious to even see yourself stark naked, don't. Then there's no formula. Brush. And I brushed so much my belly, and then I felt my right leg needed to be brushed. And what was coincidental was that my right leg was really cramped. And like when you're, okay, for guys, you wouldn't have ever felt this. And, but if you have been pregnant before, I'm talking to mamas here, you have these horrible cramps at night, right? Here I was, not pregnant, but something's happening in my belly, and I had these bad cramps on my right leg. So when I did the brushing, I intuitively knew that my right leg was calling out for a lot of attention. And I spent a lot of time brushing my right thigh and my right heel, and a lot, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the heel, the shin, my back. I was like brushing, and what happened was I had to go to the bathroom to pee for 3 or 4 times, and I took it as a sign that the body is flushing it out. Whatever was not working for me, whatever is not serving me anymore, was just being flushed out. You can also do light tapping. So touching, tapping, brushing. Now, please don't use the brain, okay? And say, oh, this is silly, this is da-da. If you don't want to do it, don't do it, right? But all I'm saying is that this technique is about centering, focusing on letting go of all the past stuffed emotions, right? That we were not able to process, that we have stored in the cellular memory of our body. And it's acting up through painful backaches, neck aches, headaches, pain in the arm, pain in the foot, right? For whatever reason, it just happens suddenly, pain in the tooth, and you just brush. Then you use your hands. Listen to a mantra. The rag, the Indian rag is the best because the octaves, the vibrational sound content from the rag, classical Indian rag, is just astounding. Listen to rag, listen to your favorite mantras. I got tons. I can share it with you if you're interested. Email me, write me a comment. Um, Listen to the mantra. Now, when you listen to the mantra, close your eyes and feel the sound, the vibrational energy of the mantra entering into, for me, the pain was in my belly. Okay, the soreness, the hardness, the bloatedness was in my belly. So I let it penetrate into my belly. You let the sound penetrate into that part of your body that is sore, and then you use your healing hands, because your hands are very healing, and touch that spot of your body. So you will feel that pain travels, right? So at one point you could be like touching here and go like, okay, there's a sore spot here. And then at point you go like, oh, this part needs help. And then, oh, this part needs help. And so this way you are healing yourself. We'll do the meditation part another time. We'll talk more about healing on another day, but this is the very first simple exercise that you can do every day, and start with that, like, I need help. I need to heal myself. And I am the healer, right? I am the healer. I am capable. And listen to a mantra, use your hands and feel the energy. Okay. And at parts where you feel like you need to have most help, place your hands there. You can also bring a crystal. This is the pink quartz for love. And you can also place your crystal there. No expectation. Okay. This is not a like, oh yeah, everything's gonna be cured, because wanting an expectation, wanting an outcome is another way in which the ego body talks. This is how the ego logical brain works. Oh yeah, do this, I'm gonna get that. No, do not expect, only surrender and let go. And as you're doing this, say, I surrender, I release, I release, I surrender, I let in joy, light, love. And when I was touching my right thigh, like brushing, it just came to me, the affirmation that I so needed to tell myself was, I am worthy. I am worthy. I am so worthy. I am loved. I am lovable. I am confident. I am worthy. I'm worthy. I'm so deserving of love. I am love. And it just came to me. So you might have, your body and your whole being is just so divine and miraculous. Trust me, it is. That, it's not an affirmation that Kay told you. It's your affirmation, and that's the most powerful. This is how spirituality works. It's free flow. You have to tap in. There's, someone else's mantra may not work for you. Someone else's affirmation may not be what you need. So use your divine intuition, open your intuition, and just as you're brushing, you might come up with a word. It could be love or forgive or let go. And that is it. And so just as you're brushing, say that. Love, self-worth, I'm so worthy, I'm so worthy. And doing that for the past 2 days since I came back from vacation was amazing. First, the backaches have eased a lot and my belly has also reduced. It feels less inflamed, less angry, and yeah, I've been flushing a lot, been peeing a lot, and yeah, and pooing, of course, a lot. Like, it's part of the whole detox, and it's like poo, stink, because all that negative, all that toxin, all that stale energy that's been stuck, it's been releasing, and I've been like releasing big time since I got back. And so part of our system is we need to cleanse. This is how we regenerate and upgrade, right? But you cannot upgrade and regenerate if all we're doing is piling on more and more scar tissues. This is not how. So we got to start that healing process first by coming back to ourselves. My nephew, just observing him, he is not at all interested in the beach. He was not interested in the sand. He didn't like to get his feet dirty. But because he was so in love, he made an effort to go on the beach and looking for pebbles and stones in the shape of the heart. It was so sweet. And see, love makes us go beyond and over and beyond our comfort zone. I watched a movie on um, in the airplane about Celine Dion and the power of her voice, but what made her into a success was her love for her husband, who was then at that time her manager. But it was the love for him that propelled her. She was singing just for him. So you see, love is God. We do crazy things for love. But I want to ask you this. Why do we only look for love outside of us? Okay. If we are all one and equal, if we're all made from God, if we're all one source, if you love yourself, you're loving others too. So just as much as you love your dearly beloved, love you. Come back to you. Give yourself the healing affirmation of love that you so seek, the validation that you are so deserving of. If you feel like you want to have friends, you want to have a lover, you have it already. Just say it. Say, I am so loved. I am loved and I love myself. I am so lovable. And just say it to yourself. Your body needs to hear it. I am a good mother. I am a good son. I am a good husband. I am a good boyfriend. I am loving. My words mean business. My words are heard by others. I have a value in life. There is a role for me in humanity. I have a role to play in this world. I am meaningful. Say it to yourself. This is what you want. Don't seek it from others. Give it to yourself first. See, because when you do that, the law of attraction works this way is that when you are in love, your vibratory field, when you love yourself, you're at peace with yourself. You have affirmed yourself. You are a beacon of light. And then other beings, they're attracted to your magnetism. They will come to you. What's really important is that you are in your frame, right? Is that you are well, the French would say it, t'es bien dans ta peau. You are good in your skin. You feel good in your skin because you love yourself. Go out on a restaurant on a date with yourself. Go for walks with yourself. Bring yourself out, have a bubble bath. You know, be deserving for you. And once you're in that field of love and light, enjoying fully your company, you become very attractive because people see that, wow, this person is so at ease. They can sense, and we're all animals. We're all sentient beings. We sense the energy. It's not about what you say. It's not about your role. People, even if they're spiritual or not spiritual, awakened or not awakened, they sense the aura. Okay, and that's why they're attracted or repelled by certain people. When you're in your frame, you're so attractive because you know why? You don't give a damn or a cahoot about what other people think. You will be loving, authentic, funny, original. You will be just original. You're just you. And you let your light shine through, not because you seek something from others, not because you want something from others, because you're there to give. So you can go to others. You can help others. You can give praise to others. You can say, "Whoa, what a great job. Oh my God, you're so amazing. Oh, I'm so grateful." You can say these things from your heart. You know why? Because you have loved yourself. You love yourself. You validate yourself. You're not asking for someone else's approval. You're so good in your frame. So then you're able to give compliments. And you know what? When people receive compliments that's genuine, authentic, and sincere, what happens? They reciprocate. They see your light. And then you'll open the doors and they will trust you because the walls, the ego walls, are broken, right? But you got to make that first step to be raw, vulnerable, original, and loving of yourself. And be in that playful, childlike nature that you are originally designed to be. Never forget your childlike essence. The reason why we're all so damn serious and hyped up and putting on all these roles and status and titles is because somehow something happened in our childhood that killed our innocence, that we were shut up, we were told to stay in our corner, we're told to keep quiet and don't be seen, and what you say doesn't matter, and yeah, you can dream big, but it will never happen, and you believed in it. You have given consent to those words. So in another recording that I'll do a more healing, inner child healing meditation. But I just wanted to bring up to the fact is that the reason why we're not in our childlike, playful, original essence is because we forgot how to do it because someone squashed it. And we allowed that. We gave consent. So now it's time to take the power back in your hands, okay, and rewrite all the contracts and strike it out, right? And Vecna will try to strike, so make sure that you're sealing off all the portals, okay, all the scar tissues, and do a deep cleanse healing every day. It doesn't have to be for 1.5 hours, could be just 5 minutes. It's really about setting in the intention that I'm changing. I'm already in my highest timeline. The universe will bend, to what I wish for. I'm in alignment with my higher self. I love my human form. I love my human existence, and I'm truly enjoying the journey. This is my mantra. You will find your mantra, right? But this is where it is in your own words spoken and received from your higher self will be the most powerful. And so with that, I wish all of you, my dear friends, fellow human souls in this transition to our higher self and being in our higher self, all you light beings out there, we're wishing you so much joy, light, and love. So happy to be back and doing videos again. And with that renewed energy, I look forward to sharing so much more content with you. Thank you again for subscribing, for liking, sharing me comments about how you felt and your journey, and so much joy, light, and love. Namaste. Bye.